Tiernan, a hard-fought and important victory at the Ballymena Showgrounds today.
Yeah, very much so. We knew coming into today's game it was going to be an extremely difficult game. We talked about it in our pre-match and leading into today's game that this wasn't going to be one for the archives, and I don't think it was going to be one that we were going to watch back of talking about the possession and how silky the football was. It was one that we knew we were going to have to roll our sleeves up and try and grind something out. And I think Ballymena have to take great credit for the performance and the hard work and the endeavour that they put in also.
We got the goal after around 8 minutes. I suppose that's the exact start we're looking for, but the game was still in the balance, I suppose, right throughout the 90.
Yeah, listen, I think right up to the very end it was one of those games where I think the longer the game went on, Ballymena had 2 or 3 little set pieces there and were pumping balls in box. They put one of their centre halves up as a centre forward, and it was a roll your sleeves up time and backs to the wall. But I think that's good for us. I think that's good to show the resilience that we have, and another side of our game which I was delighted with.
Second half we seemed to keep them at arm's length maybe a little bit more, and most if not all of the chances that fell within the 90 came to us, so we a little bit happier maybe with that second half shown.
I think there was lots of gutsy performances out there, and I think there was a little period in the first half where we played some really good football, and but we didn't really go anywhere. We didn't kind of hurt Ballymena, and we knew that if we were going to maybe get anything from today, we needed to hurt them. We needed to get in the areas that we feel we could affect the game, and I thought we started to do that a little bit more in the second half.
And the pitch obviously was difficult with the heavy rain, and as the game went on it began to cut up a little bit, but as you say, you have to win in all conditions, and we're starting to really see that from this team. Yeah,
thankfully we came down here earlier in the season, and again Ballymena put a serious performance in and came away with a point. We were very disappointed in the manner in which we played that day, and we played some good football, but all in front, and we probably were toothless is the word we were looking at when we reviewed it, and we knew we couldn't do that again today. We knew that if we needed to get something out of today, that we needed to get into those dangerous areas, as I said.
And the substitutes all seemed to have a positive impact on the game, making sure we got forward and we ultimately saw the win out.
Yeah, like any manager, when they work, then they probably think that you're a better manager than what you are. And when they don't work, then you take the abuse for it. So, thankfully today, I thought our substitutions worked really well for us. There was a little bit of method in behind some of the substitutions as well. But great credit to all of them that came on. They definitely had a positive impact.
And it's another clean sheet. They're really ticking up nicely.
Again, it gives you a platform. You're not always fortunate enough to get them, but the boys work extremely hard out of possession and how we want to set up and how we want to approach games in possession and out of possession. And when you get clean sheets, it's very rewarding as a team.
9 games left now. Glentoran next. It's just big game after big game, and Friday's certainly no different.
Well, it'll only be Glentoran that I'll be concentrating on at this stage. I think that's the big thing for us now is next game, and we'll look no further. There's a bit of work to be done during the week on Glentoran. There's a bit of work to be done from ourselves on the training field and off the training field, and we'll go and try and give a good account of ourselves next week.
And just finally, our record against the top 6 teams has been good this season, but you'll be the first to say that won't count for anything come Friday. We have to show why we have that good record.
I approach every game as an element of a cup game, because you can be 20 points clear at the top of a league and play somebody in a cup and lose and get knocked out, and it doesn't mean anything. And I think you're only as good as your next game. So today's part, it's over. We'll review it to see if there's anything that we need to learn from it. But we'll not dwell on it or get too carried away with it. We got an eye go and concentrate very much on, as I say, on Glentoran.
Ro, really hard fought and an important victory here at the Showgrounds.
Massive, yep. Listen, I think everybody knows that's just about getting 3 points at this stage of the season. So we've came here, we've done that, and now we'll move on to the next game.
Yeah, and it really was hard fought. I suppose the conditions and the pitch made it difficult for both teams, but we knew we had to come out with the points, and we had to battle at times to get them, and we've done that.
Yeah, it was a leveler. I think obviously we always play better. We always control possession and stuff like that on better pitches, but there wasn't much football played today. think we done the ugly side of the game very well, and thankfully we've came out with a win.
And an early goal, which always helps, and we played some good stuff in that sort of opening period of the game.
Yeah, it did. We actually got on the ball. I think the kind of first 15-20 minutes we played some really good stuff, and we got rewards for that. Chucky plays in a great ball, it's a good finish for Ian. That kind of set the tempo for the game, and I think we kind of settled a wee bit after that, and it helped us going forward.
Second half, the first half maybe became a little bit more end to end than we would like, but second half we seemed to regain maybe a little bit more control, helped to get forward a little bit more than we did towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, definitely. As you say, I don't think we had as much as the control of the game as what we wanted. They kind of threw everything at us, and we dealt with it amazing. And as I say before, we came away with 3 points, so that's the main thing.
Midway through that first half, you had to make a really good save after Michael Place was through 1-on-1 as a goalkeeper. I'm sure you're always really pleased with your work when you can come away and look back on moments like that.
Yeah, it's good. Listen, it's more important when we get the 3 points, so that save mattered today. And obviously, you come the end of the game, it mattered, and we got the 3 points, which is the most important thing.
And another clean sheet. We're really building those up, and I don't think we've conceded a league goal this year, so that must really please you, obviously being the goalkeeper and being judged on those sort of statistics.
Yeah, it is. I think sometimes the keeper always gets applauded for that kind of stuff, but now the team's been brilliant. We always say we try and defend for the front, and I think we've done amazing this year, so now it's great to add another one, and hopefully we can get another one next week.
And Rohan Williams has come in during the January transfer window and seemed to have slotted in really well to that defensive line.
Big man's been immense. Listen, he's not been at Man U and teams like Rotherham and stuff like that for a reason. Do you know what I mean? He's a good player. He's played a lot of games down in England, and you're right, he's came in and slotted in very well. Shrewsbury, sorry, no Rotherham, Shrewsbury.
And the games are ticking off really quickly now. 9 games left, and the League and Ash Cup quarter final to come too as well. So it's the old cliche, but they really are all cup finals from here, and they mean so much now, don't they?
Yeah, 100%. We've put ourselves in a good position. So listen, we'll just take one game at a time, and hopefully come the end of the season we're up there challenging.
The 3 teams that are really pushing hard at the top seem to be pushing each other as well. Do you hope and feel that the experience we had last year will help us in sort of tight moments and intense moments that we're probably going to experience for the next few weeks?
Yes, 100%. I think earlier on in the season we came here with 2-0, and that just obviously a learning curve for us. We had that experience today to go on and get the 3 points, which was a big difference for us.
We play Glentoran on Friday night, another top 6 team. We've obviously done well against them so far, but we have to go out and start from scratch, I suppose, on Friday, don't we, if we want to get the points?
Yep, 100%. To be honest, I don't think the table kind of tells you how good a side Glentoran are. They've got good players, experienced players, and they can turn up whenever. So listen, we need to be ready for that, and fingers crossed we can get the win again. And
our record against other top 6 teams is suggest that tends to bring the best out in us, and again we hope that'll be the case come Friday. Yep, they're the games you want to play, that's why everybody came in this club. They want to play in the big games, and Friday will be no different. And just finally, big crowd hopefully at Edinburgh Park as well. You know, it helps to make the difference, helps to drive the team on and hopefully over the line. Yeah, it does. The numbers certainly kick-start the boys, so hopefully, I don't know if it'll be a sellout or not, but hopefully we can get as much fans as we can in there, and it helps spur the boys on.